In this video, I'll show you some tools for drawing LDS conveniently. The LDS notation is designed to be easy to draw by hand at a rapid pace where you can keep up with a live discussion with users. Any way you can draw that is erasable makes it easier to make changes, whether a dry erase whiteboard or using a pencil or erasable pen. But erasing and redrawing might be cumbersome when you need to make larger changes like moving entities around on the diagram. Also, you will naturally want to save your work digitally to make sure that it lasts and to better share it with your team. Software that lets you draw boxes and connect them with relationships and keep those relationships connected really helps a lot. Most software has a lot of extra features that you don't need for this course, which doesn't matter if you're drawing up a homework assignment, but it can be troublesome when you're trying to have a real conversation with users. You don't want to get bogged down in details like having things connected awkwardly where you have to say, well, we'll fix it later and move on. I will recommend that you use erdraw.com, which I built specifically for this course. I'll give you a quick demo. This app is designed to support the exact LDS notation we learned in this class and nothing more, so there is no clutter of other features to dig through. When you first access the site, it gives you a unique URL which we'll be able to save later, and you're immediately given a blank canvas you can draw on. The tools are listed across the top. Select is given to you by default, and it points out to you the New Entity button here. Click that, and we can then click on the canvas to place an entity, and we can repeat that for all the entities we want to add. We can create relationships by clicking New Relationship, and then clicking one entity to start, and then clicking a second entity to end. This app is designed to help you keep your relationships straight, so if we create multiple relationships, we should be able to drag entities around and keep those lines straight and easy to read. You can continue to add more items to your diagram, and also delete those items. All of these commands have a hotkey letter underlined, so I can type the letter E with my left hand and click with my right hand to quickly create lots of entities. I can also type the letter D with my left hand and click with my right hand to quickly delete things on the diagram. To give your entities a name, double-click the name and type in a name. To give your entities attributes, double-click in the area below and type in your attributes. There's a button called Chicken Foot which allows you to change the degree of your links. The software reminds you with question marks to make sure you indicate that each relationship is either a one or a many. So you'll want to click once for one and click twice for a many. You can click Identifier Bar to add bars to your identifying attributes and links. When you're done with any of these tools, you can click out in the open space or click Select to be done with that tool. The app allows you to zoom in and zoom out, which can help you with large models to manage them and also help you to print them more effectively. You can click and drag the canvas to move the entities around. Don't forget to give your graph a name so that when you go to save your graph, your bookmark will have a nice name. This will allow you to find it later. This link is a unique identifier that allows you to get back to your diagram and also share it with your teammates. This is a full edit access link, so anyone with the link is able to make changes to this diagram. Anytime you make a change, you'll want to click Save to keep your changes. You'll see that when you refresh the page, the diagram will still be there. You can click New to start a new graph, and you'll get a new unique identifier. Finally, you'll see that there's a guide feature. This actually will point out to you many different issues that are on your diagram, including syntax errors. For example, I could create a syntax error here. This is one of the more advanced errors we'll learn later in the course. You can hover over the error and a pop-up will show you exactly what's wrong. There are two things wrong here. A one-one relationship must have labels, and also a multiple descriptor identifier cannot include the link of a one-one relationship. We will go over what those mean later in the course. This app scales really well, so if you have a very large model, you're still able to move entities around with speed, and all of the relationships stay connected and as straight as they can possibly be. This software has many limitations. One limitation is that there is no login, so you need to make sure you bookmark your models or you'll lose them. There's also no way to limit change access to a model, so anyone with the link has full edit access. To submit your work to someone for viewing only, you'll need to take a screenshot. Printing a model to paper can be tricky. Getting a good print requires you to use the zoom and pan features to get your whole model in view, and then playing with your operating system's print settings. This software is free and open source. Go to erdraw.com and check it out. I hope it will help you get through this course and also continue to be useful thereafter. A few more notes for advanced users. There is a REST API, so you can generate models programmatically if you like. In the browser's developer tools, you can see examples of GET and PUT requests that the front-end application makes. Here you can see all of the data we've sent to the backend, including a list of entities, list of relationships, including their symbols and labels. And you can copy those as curl as a starting point. As I mentioned, this is an open source project on GitHub. It is built with AngularJS and has a suite of automated tests that you can develop against. If you'd like to contribute, I welcome pull requests. I will put the link in the description below.